guys, so this is Jamie. Jamie runs Zante Strays here in Zakynthos in Greece.
Hi.
So Jamie's just going to tell you a little bit about what happens here in Greece with dogs, stray dogs, and what they're trying to do at Zante Strays. So Jamie, if you can just talk to us about what's the type of situations that you find dogs in and you rescue them and then put them up for rehoming. So what's the typical situations?
You can find them in any state, either in bins or ditches, or they are dumped here or in our houses, or they come to the vets and they say they found puppies, which usually they haven't found the puppies, they just had the mother and the puppies, but they tell us they just found them. We try to save all animals. Obviously it's not very possible because it's the spaces are limited as much as room as we make. But we try our best.
Yeah. So over here, a lot of people don't believe in sterilizing their dogs, so that's the main problem. So lots of dogs are having litters of puppies and the population grows, and then those puppies are just dumped or poisoned.
Yes.
Or drowned. So some people will either just dump them or poison them or drown them. So Jamie and her team of volunteers, who are fantastic, will take on dogs and bring them to the pens here. And
usually the pens are new. We have been dealing with dogs since 2013, and we foster them in our houses.
So you have a lot of foster carers.
We still use our own areas, but we use the shelter because our spaces weren't enough.
Yeah.
So now we have like spaces for 100 more dogs.
So how many dogs do you think you took in from sort of April until October time?
This year?
This year.
I know we have rehomed the whole year, around until now 420 dogs.
Wow.
So far, and there are around 300 still in foster care.
And you rehome them to where?
Usually UK, that's our main rehoming place, and then Germany and Holland. And there are a few dogs rehomed here locally, but all of the places have been home checked and with adoption contracts.
So you rely completely on donations from people?
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
So if people wanted to donate, what would their money be used for?
They donate in our bank account or our PayPal, and then we use it as we have to use it. Like this year we didn't do a fundraiser for the shelter because we had already had many donations coming, very generous people, so we used the funds to finish up some things we have left to do. When we need to fundraise for big sums, we do fundraise for specific reasons, but we have a lot of running costs, like monthly. Our food bill is around 1,000 to 2,000 euros, 1,500 to 2,000 euros a month, because there are too many dogs. And
then you're sterilizing them?
Yes.
You're giving them flea tick treatment?
Exactly, but the amount of food bill depends on the puppies, how many puppies we have, because the puppy food is more expensive.
Okay.
Then we have run the sterilization program for 4 years now, the half price one, that we sterilize own dogs for half price. That means an owner can sterilize their female dog for 60 euros, the male dog for 40, and cats and also males and females.
Okay.
So that comes out of our funds as well, but we think sterilizing one dog is easier and costs us less than taking 12 puppies after.
Sure. Okay. All right, let's go see the pens.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So we started, this land belongs to our vet, and they told us we can use it to build a shelter. And our plan was to build something smaller, but as we started building it, more dogs were coming in, and we thought, okay, there's a big land, so we'll build it slowly as it goes. Everything here has a permit, everything is legal. We have around 110 dogs here.
And you've got some dogs here that have been here a long time.
Yes,
and
some of them have been here for 4 years.
4 years. So at the moment, Jamie's trying to do a push on finding homes for the dogs that have been difficult to home and have been here a long time. So one of them is who?
Here's Aristos.
Aristos.
He has been here for 4 years.
So you have a rota of volunteers that will come and dedicate their time to cleaning and feeding and watering.
Yes, we have 3 girls, 4 actually, that come here and do the cleaning.
Okay.
And we have 2 volunteers Mondays doing feeding and watering, and 3 coming Thursdays doing feeding and watering. And feeding and watering don't need to be every day because we have feeding stations and water stations.
Okay.
And that started because so we have our minds safe that they have food and water.
Yeah.
But because when we put food, if we put them like once a day food, they would argue over food. So
Yeah.
now they don't think it's important or something special, so they don't argue.
Okay. Okay. So is there a type of is there a type of trend of breeds of dogs that you'll generally get? You get a lot of some types of breeds because I see you've got a lot of setters at the moment. That have
Here
been
in this one, yes, but I don't know.
Okay, a
Depending.
mixture.
Sometimes we get more setters. Sometimes we get. It's depending. But we know we have too many black ones.
black dogs are a nightmare to rehome.
Yeah.
People don't want black dogs.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because they are beautiful, but I think they don't have a photogenic.
Yeah. They're
yes,
difficult
be
to
careful.
photograph. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You can edit it. So even if you can't help by rehoming one of these dogs, you can help by donating and sharing this video across all your friends. So you have to understand a typical day for Jamie here involves
not only Jamie.
and all the volunteers, yeah, everybody that turns up to the shelter. A typical day will involve them turning up, and there might be 5 puppies that have been dumped overnight, a dog tied up,
Yeah.
and they have to then find space in what is an already full rescue, and have to find foster carers for those dogs. So any donation is a help. So even if you can just donate a small amount, that will help to finding these guys a home and giving them a better life.
Obviously, every donation is a big help because we have grown a bit bigger than our ability to help them. So we do need every support we can get. Every help we can get, it's an improvement. And obviously, we wish we could take 10 in each pen, but they do not get along together because they get bored here. We also would like to ask if anybody would be able to foster us in UK maybe. It would be a very good help as well. Even if foster in failed adoptions, they can help us for a few weeks maybe. They can contact us with that.
And it's easy to rehome a dog from here. So they have a system where dogs get transported across to the UK and in Europe.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in helping or in adopting a dog, you can just contact Zante Strays or contact Dog Trouble, and they can give you details about how you'd go about adopting a dog.
It's very easy, and people say it's not that costly.
No, it's not.
In general.
Yeah. It's about €275.
265 the transport because they travel by van. That's the driver's fees, and £100 the adoption costs. That even if it's a puppy or a male or a female, that's an adult that's sterilized because. we know the amount is big, so the adoption cost is £100, even though if the female does not cover everything.
Yeah.
Because if she's sterilized, tested for leash and different kinds of diseases, that means it's a lot of money for us to pay. But that's why we do rely on support to cover things like that. Otherwise, if we put the real price on what costs us for a dog to be ready to travel, I don't think somebody would adopt them, especially females that are more pricey and costly.
Sure, yeah. Well, I'd just like to say a big thank you to Jamie, and also a well done to all the volunteers, all the foster carers on the island, and all the other people working to help give stray dogs in Zakynthos a happy home.